everyone, and welcome to Up and Out. I'm your host, LaPortia, and guess what? It's Halloween weekend. Guess who I am right now on air? I am Minnie Mouse. Yes, you guessed it. Listen, I love Halloween weekend. I love getting all dressed up in costumes, and every year I do a recreation of something. And for the past 2 years, well, 2 years ago, I did a recreation of Ari Lennox, her pressure video. Please go to my Instagram page and check it out. And then the year after that, last year, I did Destiny's Child Cater to You, the performance from the BET Awards. And yes, Kelly Rowland shared it, Michelle Williams liked it, Beyonce's best friend, Angie Beyonce, she also commented on it. Beyonce's stylist, Ty commented on it. It was so amazing. Her publicist commented on it. So every year I always have a trick up my sleeve for Halloween, and this year is no different. Can you guess what I'm gonna do this year? I bet you can. But let's just say I'm taking it back. That's all I can say. You know, I can't say too much. You know what I mean? I can't say too much, but I'm super excited. Okay, let's get right to the show. All right, so Dwight Howard says it is none of your business where he lays his wood. Okay, listen, I'm inclined to agree as long as he's not harming other marginalized people in the process. And listen, that is the question that is being asked right now. Okay, so here's the tea. A man named Stephen Harper accused Howard of sexual assault and battery allegations back in July of 2021. Now, allegedly, this all went down at Howard's home, according to a civil lawsuit obtained by the Post. But Howard and his attorney are like, not on my watch, you know, all in yellow style. The attorney says that Howard is looking forward to presenting the truth in court. Now, an attorney for Howard named Justin Bailey told ESPN this: what was a private consensual encounter was made public for profit, and Mr. Howard looks forward to bringing the truth to light in the court of law. Now, here's what Howard had to say.
Spend my time with. That's the problem with y'all people. Y'all worried about who people spend their time with. Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business. Whatever you doing in your bedroom is your damn business. That ain't for everybody. And everybody don't need to know. You ain't got to say anything about what you're doing in your fucking house.
Okay, so you guys know I love a good interview from the Advocate Channel's Rachel Smith. Well, she spoke with the creators of Pain Hustlers, and they gave us some juicy details, to say the least. Take a listen.
Commissions that get you into paradise. Get a doctor to prescribe your drug. You know when we bill on a full dose script?
What?
40 grand.
A year?
A month.
Look, first of all, you've got Mary Poppins and Captain America. How exciting was it to watch Emily Blunt and Chris Evans in these wild, real-life roles?
You know, they had a natural kinetic charisma together, the two of them, and they would hang out on set quite a lot. Between takes, when we were setting up shots, you know, sometimes actors go back to their trailer or they go off and do some calls or whatever, but it was lovely to see them off camera, just always riffing, always playing, you know, not running lines, but just being playful together. So immediately when they got in front of the camera, the chemistry was there.
And Lawrence, I'm curious, not to give too much away, I know it's a true story, but people are going to be discovering it when they watch the movie for the first time. What was the most surprising thing, though, about this story that did take you by surprise when you're doing research for the film?
Well, you know, you come into it thinking you're going to do something about the opioid crisis, and so you think of something very serious, and then you get under the hood of these events, and you find that there's incredible comedy that comes from the colorful nature of these characters, the excess of the world. You find that there's an incredible sort of thrilling component to this criminal conspiracy.
Work like your back's against the wall. Own your territory. Own your territory. Own a territory.
You know, David, I'm curious, coming from the world of, you know, Harry Potter and all these amazing, you know, fictional fantasy stories you've given us over the years, is it a unique challenge to take on something based in a true story in real life?
I loved it. I loved coming back to real life. I love wizards and I love fantastic beasts. But to be in contrast, so those worlds are created on big sound stages with amazing production design. We have to create those worlds because they don't literally exist.
Okay, so the Out 100 list has officially dropped. Have you checked it out yet? Well, you should. And we have some community heavy hitters on the list. I spoke with Annalisa Perea, who is a councilwoman in California, and she is breaking barriers. Yesterday, she told us about what it was like, you know, to be the first out woman in her community on the council. However, today, she dives a little deeper and talks to us about how much it means for her to be a part of the Out 100 list. Take a listen. I mean, I really love that. Like you're taking your own experiences, your sense of communities, and you're helping out multiple communities at the same time. Yeah, you're very deserving. Can you tell me about any challenges that you may have had being the first, if any? It could just be glorious moments, not even challenges. Being the first out person, you know, to represent this community.
Absolutely. So there's definitely glorious moments, but there's also, the not so glorious moments too. And Fresno, unfortunately, is not numb to the hatred that we see across the nation when it comes to the direct attacks on the LGBTQ community. And so the threats have been there, the negativity, the horrific rhetoric against what I'm doing for my community. It's alive here in our city, which just means that it is that much more important for people like myself to elevate our voices and to continue to use our positions to positively be on the right side of history when it comes to progressing our values and the safety of those forward. You know, it's tough walking down the street holding your partner's hand and someone yells a derogatory word towards you. So it's this hate that I use as a fire in my belly just to keep me going, to push through those difficult times, because I know I'm not, or while I might be the first out individual here on the council, my goal is to never be the last. And so it's my hope that I'm able to inspire others like me to step up and to run for office, whether it's on the school board, the city council, or to be the next president of the United States.
I love that. Speaking of elevation and aspirations, do you have aspirations of going further up the political chain?
I love my job. We're doing a lot of good work here at the Fresno City Council level. And so I'm really enjoying where I am today. If my voters want to put me in another position, or maybe they decide, hey, you served your time here on the council, I will respect their decision at the end of the day. But as of now, I am having the time of my life in this position on the council.
Okay, fair answer, but I do see more in your future. So I definitely see you moving up. I can totally see it, Annalisa. So who is one of your diverse inspirations, be it LGBTQIA plus community or just ethnicity wise, the wide range?
So one of my greatest idols in the community has been a slam poet named Andrea Gibson. She just won the Poet Laureate in the state of Colorado. She has been such an influential individual in the LGBTQ community. It's her words, her messages through her spoken poetry that has resonated with me. One of my favorite quotes is, "Fear is only a verb if you let it be." And so I carry that with me. I have my favorite, poem of hers tattooed on me. She's just somebody that I hold near and dear to my heart for her messaging. She's used her voice to really elevate messages for our community, just to kind of remind us that even in the difficult times, we are stronger together, and just a reminder to always use your voice for better in our community.
Now, for exclusive behind the scenes video and to learn more about the 100 most impactful and influential LGBTQIA people being honored this year, go to out.com, sign up for the email alerts, and be the first to know. And of course, continue watching my show on the Advocate channel. I'm always bringing you the tea. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Minnie Mouse is out. Have a great Halloween weekend. I'll see y'all next week, okay?